So Dragon Reborn for £20. So thank you so much. Says, good evening, Mr. HCC Tom from sunny Essex. It is sunny at the moment. What are the panel's thoughts after how well Deadpool and Wolverine has done that in October, November time, Marvel Comics will be gender swapping Deadpool to a woman?
Yeah.
So I think this is an interesting conversation in and unto itself. So thank you so much, Darren. What is Marvel Comics doing?
The same stuff they've been doing for the last 10, 15 years, basically. Like,
yeah, but
I mean, Andre did a great breakdown of this last week here, basically. So I'm kind of reiterating a lot of what he said, but you know, a lot of it's the same things we've all been saying for a while. At a time when Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, you know, Captain America, all these big heroes, Hawkeye, as you know, what the heck was her name? Scarlet, not Scarlet Witch.
Black Widow?
Black Widow, thank you. It was a color. I was trying to think of the color. Black Widow. I almost said like Red Spider or something like that. I can't remember what I was saying. Scarlet Spider. That's what I was thinking. So Black Widow. When all these characters were, you know, more well known than they ever have been before. You go to the comics section, and what do you got? Instead of Thor, you got Lady Thor. Instead of Iron Man, you got Iron Heart. You know, instead of Hulk, you got Asian weirdo Hulk. Instead of, you know, all these even Hawkeye was swapped out with a woman, right? Like, so everything, even Spider-Man at that point was they've been trying to replace him with Miles Morales for how long, right?
Well, just real quick. Wade's daughter is black.
Oh, even better. It's got double shiny. So here's another thing. So let's get to this point here. So this is another thing that's funny that Andre pointed out, and I totally spaced it out because it's true. There was a point in the universe where Thanos had made Deadpool immortal, right? Like there's nothing that could kill him. And it was kind of, I believe if I remember right, it was a joke on him because they were fighting over Lady Death. So that way he could never see Lady Death because he could never actually die. So that was kind of the joke, but then they retconned that, I guess, somehow in 2016. I don't know how, but that's going to lead us to this thing where somehow Deadpool dies and he has a African-American daughter, evidently.
Oh, yes.
And now at this point, when Deadpool's probably more well-known than he ever has been before, ever, what does Disney do or Marvel do? Replace him with a woman.
Ellie Camacho. That's this individual here. This is who they're
going by the name. It's a Kamala Harris stand-in, probably.
Oh God! Look at this nonsense. Oh, there you go. Wade's daughter becoming Deadpool could change the comics forever. Yeah, like it will sink it. Absolutely. Wade's daughter, she's not Wade Wilson, and that's okay. Is it? Is it really? Is it? These articles from Screen Rant are just the worst, honestly.
Don't we already technically have Lady Deadpool? I mean,
yeah, right, but she's not black, so that matters. All right. It's just absolute culture. What do you reckon? What's your thoughts on this absolute drivel?
It's par for the course. I mean, I can level my frustration and anger and angst and all of this on the regular. It's a daily occurrence. It's an insult. It's an insult to people. You are grasping defeat from the jaws of victory instead of giving, as Tom suggests, the thing that you should be finding in your comic book store. There is no payoff. There's no payoff to Deadpool and Wolverine if this is the crap that you've got waiting for you. By the way, I'm going to say this: the art is beautiful. The concept is bad.
Cover art, mate. The interior art won't look like this.
No. I'm just saying. I give credit where it's due. The art's beautiful, but I fully anticipate that they will again strike defeat. They that's what they try to do. They always are. They're aiming for the loss. They never aim for the win anymore, because they no longer even have boys going in to collect comics anymore. You don't have any of these audiences that you reached out for, whatever wackadoodle-doo weirdness that you were trying to appeal to. They're not showing up. They're not showing up for the comics. They're not showing up for the video games. They're not showing up for the movies. They're not showing up for the TV shows. They're not showing up. They just Disney Minus had to cancel another TV show after one season because it was received about as well as Willow today. You know, this stuff is bad. It's so bad that even in the most embarrassing state, they try to avoid releasing a second season of it. And rumor has it we may be getting a second season of She-Hulk, which I can't even believe. But it's like, why are you blowing all this money? This audience isn't here.
It's just leaving money on the table. You'd literally just leaving money on the table. You could have done it with a continuation. You could have had Deadpool and Wolverine continuation in the comics.
You could. And look
just
at
a one shot. Just a one shot.
But look at Merchandise Boy down there. He bought the entire theater worth of the stuff. He bought everything.
This is why I'm broke.
Yeah. I mean,
but I will say this. It's weird, right? It's weird because Marvel Comics and Disney are smart with certain properties, right? Guess what is getting a prequel comic? No guesses?
No.
Okay. Alien Romulus is getting a prequel comic. Marvel Comics is releasing a one-shot Alien Romulus prequel comic. But all the IPs, and I'm not. Look, great.
Let's just hope it's not like Covenant, where they actually put the stuff you need to know in the comic.
No,
it's just a one-shot prequel, right? The point is,
I know, but you remember when they actually, for some dumb reason, Ridley Scott took those couple scenes out and threw them online. It's like, wait a minute, we kind of need these in the movie. Like,
so funny. Yeah. But just of all the things, of all the properties, you're going to do it like actually smart with the IP.
But again.
It's cool, bizarre.
But prequel comics and stuff like that are the stuff they used to do, right?
Yeah, and sometimes they work, but I think the reason they may be doing it this time is they know the film is going to be popular. It's gotten a lot of positive buzz, but they want to capitalize. They want to capitalize.
Well, I'm surprised they got the. I thought IDW had the Alien rights, or did they lose them a while back and I missed it?
No, I know
they lost them. Yeah.
Dark Horse had them, not IDW.
They're Dark Horse. That's what I was thinking.
And Marvel, it was taken away from Dark Horse when Marvel.
Gotcha. I wouldn't be surprised.
But I just thought I'd add that because I just thought it was an interesting comical element.
I think it's interesting, but I'm afraid that they are leaning into the diversity aspect of the cast if they're going to go that direction with a prequel comic. If they're going in the direction of explaining why that wreck of a fortress of a spaceship is out in space, then that's a different thing. So
I think that's what they're doing, mate. Yeah,
I don't know. Well, we haven't seen the comic.
It's really
interesting to tell a story about basic people on a planet. It's about the alien, so it'll be the alien. It'll be the Romulus station. It will be. I can promise you, it'll be about the Romulus station. I know what it'll be about. I don't want to spoil it.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm looking forward to it.
Let's move on from this. That was a fantastic super chat from Darren there. Thank you so much, my dude.